Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney!
A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He's going to air one out. There's the first NFL catch for the former Aggie Christian Kirk. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney! Now let's go!
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Rosen with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This is his first NFL carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Here's Magoo looking to throw it. Josh Doxson's got it complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Magoo. And he fires one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Magoo. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field can...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown in a Washington uniform. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Cardinals coming out here and take a look back, Charles, at 2017. Really, everything started going south, unfortunately, week 1. That's when they lost David Johnson to a wrist injury. From there, they really couldn't turn it around.
And in the offseason, coaching change. Steve Wilkes now in charge. Comes with a defensive bent. Remember, he's a defensive coordinator with the Carolina Panthers. And he probably was blitzing from the time he took the job. That's how aggressive he is. On the offensive side of the ball, you know, there's going to be a battle for the quarterback spot. You knew they signed Sam Bradford. Josh Rosen was drafted. But the identity of this team, David Johnson, their running back. Missing him most of last season really changed the whole dynamic of their year.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. Haven't they do? So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Magoo back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
throwing here. Magoo. He'll check it down to Geis. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Watching that, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Back out of that belly. Here we go.
On the ground, Geis. It's the first NFL touchdown for LSU's Darius Geis, as his guys have now moved out in front. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here ready to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
On play action, Rosen. He finds an opening past the 40. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Austin's got it left side. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Rosen to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Magoo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And a short gain here, down to the 22. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Dumps it off for Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw here. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They go play action. It's Rosen. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it. Yeah. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action here with Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. Third down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins making their way out. Last year, a fairly quiet 7-9. Now, the big change, of course, for 2018 here, exit Kirk Cousins, enter Alex Smith at quarterback. What does that change?
The change is that you have a quarterback who takes care of the football in a big way, but still can deliver it downfield. Alex Smith has such a reputation for being careful that it's overblown. He will take the shot downfield. If receivers shake free, get open, he'll deliver it. The other part of that, they get an offensive line. If they can get help there and have consistency up front, that offense can move, and that's what they're going to need to do if they want to compete in the NFC East.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky
So the
56.
defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They
Detroit!
saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot! Hot!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's brought in by Dodson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
He'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Over! Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19. Watch him now, Barney.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside.
All right, now, look at 56.
Really well-run route.
Look at 56. Here we go now. 3:19.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Thompson to return it. He's got daylight. The 40, 30, the 20.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Magoo. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Rosen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Keep 15. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Now Magoo. He'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Throwing here, Magoo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Gone!
Magoo back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Doctson, 31 yards. And the interception by the Redskins. D lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Rosen off the play action. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Lucky 56.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. A cool moment, the inaugural touchdown of the NFL career of Christian Kirk.
Oh, there's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL. It's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week one. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Thompson on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Magoo looking to throw it. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, here we go.
To throw is Magoo. Airing one out for Crowder. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder from 17 yards out. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Rosen on 1st and 10. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action here with Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kindici forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Watching that, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it.
And Owen coughed it up. And can you believe this? It's recovered in the end zone by the defense. So after all that, it's It's not a touchdown. It's a turnover, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes Nelson. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Gone! No, check, Patriot!
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Powers ahead at the 45. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. On first down, it's Rosen. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a solid run down inside the 30. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now Rosen looking to throw. He finds his man. It's Austin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Josh Rosen. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Detroit!
Magoo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone! Hot!
He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Dodson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 38 there on third down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Gone!
Now Magoo. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Golden able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone. Detroit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing here, Magoo. The deep ball for Dodson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Over!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Four down. Alert. Detroit.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Rosen to throw again. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Ah!
Here's Magoo looking to throw it. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Ah!
Magoo back to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
That's taken on the 25. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Redskins, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on...
you